7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crazy mother.
What if something's better than good? Does that make it Goodger? The iJoy Goodger tank. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Vapor Chronicles.
Hello and welcome to the Vapor Chronicles. We are back yet again. This time, it's going to be good. The Goodger tank from iJoy. I don't know if it's Goodger, like danger. Actually, I was looking for things that ended in GER to figure out where this play on words was, and maybe I'm missing something completely obvious, which is pretty much what I do all the time. Yeah, because the name is different. Now, let me preface this by saying names don't mean shit. A name is established once the quality and performance delivers, and then you could take any name like Antelope Punky Brewster, and it's going to be, a positive name associated with that experience. So Goodger, as much as it sounds strange, it could end up being good. Get it? I mean, I think of Geek Vape. When I first started Geek Vape, I'm like, Geek Vape? I don't like the sound of that. And now, I love it. Other brands, like who would have ever thought computers and fruit would have ever been a good combination, right? It works. So I'm not saying that this is the Apple of the vape game. I'm just saying that let's try it and see how it delivers on what it's supposed to. All right. So this was sent to me for free for the purpose of this review from iJoy. All right. So you can go to their website, www.ijoysig.com, or you can click a link below to purchase this tank. They also sent me something for a giveaway. As you can see, hopefully behind me, maybe not, there's 3 kits, starter kits, and 2 Goodger tanks. Actually, there's another one here. Okay, so I'm giving away 3 starter kits, which is tank and the Solo Mini right here, which is a beautiful little mod, 80 watts now. And I'm also giving away 3 of the tanks. Now, I'm not doing it all here on the Vapor Chronicles. I'm going to do some on the Vapor Chronicles, some on the Vape Team, which is my live show once a week on Thursday nights. And you can check out the Vape Team channel for that. And I'm also going to be giving away one of them on the Vape Team closed Facebook group. So you can ask to join that and join us there for a chance to win. There's a thread on it. So lots to give away, lots to talk about. Why don't we do this? Why don't we take a closer look and find out what makes this thing tick?
Let's dive in and break it down.
Okay, so here you go. You have 2 different options. You have a kit, which comes with the beautiful Solo Mini, which I love. And that has taste control, temp control for nickel, titanium, stainless steel. Pretty much taste control for everything and temp control for a lot of things. You also have the 2 options, which is awesome. They came out with silver and black from the beginning, which I love having options for colors from the start. So let's open up this first, and then we're going to look at this, and that should be good. So in your kit, you get the beautiful Solo Mini, which I've already done a review on, so you can check out my channel and see the review for the Solo Mini to get my thoughts on it. And they have this little warning for filling. They talk about turning it upside down for 10 seconds. You have your warranty card from iJoy and your starter kit. So in your kit, they have a black and they also have the silver, and you can see here I have the black version on this one. So you get your Solo Mini, which I'm not going to go into that today. It does come with the kit though. And you get your tank, which is the purpose of this review. And the tank, if we look at specifications, 22.6 millimeters by 63.8 millimeters. It does hold 4.5 milliliters of liquid. It does have top side filling. It's leak-free, airflow controls at the top, right here, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. They have black and stainless steel. This is Pyrex glass, 0.6 ohm coil, 20 to 40 watts, and 0.4 ohm coil, 40 to 60 watts. And the coil that comes in it is the 0.6, and the 0.4 comes separately in the kit. This is where the magic happens with this device. It's called the Revolutionary Inner Circular Airflow Control System. And the reason for that is these coil heads. Okay, Now, we've seen top airflow that hits the top of the coil and there's no airflow that goes through it, but this actually has airflow that goes through it. So you can see you have your vertical coil. These are stainless steel coils, okay? And you can see it goes all the way down. Notice these 3 slots, 1, 2, and 3, okay? So there's 3 slots. Those are airflow openings. So the air comes from the top, goes down all the way underneath the coil, down here, inside the actual coil head, and then it comes up the middle, and the vapor goes up the chimney to your mouth. Your wicking is on the sides there, there, and there, and this is good up to 60 watts. Okay, this is 316L stainless steel. So there's the coil head. Now the tank has a 510 removable drip tip. You can take it off if you'd like to put a different one on. This one is Delrin or heat resistant, nice and wide. Airflow adjustment at the top. You can close it off for tighter draw. You can open it up. It's nice and smooth. It doesn't click or anything like that, but it's your only option for airflow, so if it's shut, you'll know. To fill this tank, and you'll see it says Goodger on the top, you have these orange colored O-rings in here, and I'll open up one of these tanks just to show you what comes in that kit. One thing I noticed is that when you fill this thing, first of all, it has the little icon right here for filling, which I think is really cool. I've been waiting for that. See that little drip mark? That means that is where, even if the Goodger spins around, because it can, say it's on this side, you'll always know where to fill from, so when you open it, juice doesn't pour out. There's the hole. Never changes. This is a really, really nice, thick, rubbery seal, and when you close this thing, you can feel the vacuum happening. It's very, very good. The best top fill that I've seen this way. Some of them are loose. This one, even when it gets wet, it's nice and thick, and it definitely keeps the juice in. Filling, you know, the hole's big enough to let airflow out. It could be a little bit wider, in my opinion, but it's pretty good. I haven't had any problems with it overflowing or dumping out or anything like that, so it's definitely big enough. I've even filled it with something thick like this, and it's been fine, so it hasn't been an issue. 510 at the bottom. Now to get in your tank, you can just unscrew your base, and the tank comes apart. Real simple design. You'll notice the chimney is nice and thick, and the reason for that is that the outer part of the chimney is where the air comes down, and the middle part is where the air goes back out to your mouth. And you can see when it meets the coil head, you have all that air coming down to go through those holes. Replaceable O-ring here, or gasket ring, or whatever you want to call it, and the glass is removable. Nice and tight, and you can see there's actually 2 seals at the bottom there. So if you wanted to remove your coil head, you could just grab a hold of it, spin, and take it off. And then you put in a new one, spin, and then put it back in. So if you buy the tank by itself, let me show you what's in there. So in your tank, it looks like they give you a little iJoy vape band for your tank, and they give you a spare fill gasket, and they also looks like they give you extra O-rings for the inside of the tank, but they're all one color. They didn't give you multiple color choices, and it would have been nice if they did. No spare glass section. That would have been another nice addition, but other than that, I mean, I think it's a gorgeous looking tank. Looks really, really nice. I think the black looks sharp too. And they have different color solo minis, so depending on what your preferences are. So there's your 2 tanks. I think the package is beautiful. These little mods are gorgeous. They have this new texture on them from the samples that I originally had got. They do have a new battery door on here, so it says iJoy on the side. You can see through there. And it also slides down like this, so you can access your battery. Before, it sort of got stuck a little bit when you put it on, but really nice. I think these are still samples. A little bit of unpainted on the inside here. You can see right there and right there, which is kind of not good. But you know, they're nice and tight. Little tiny rattle on the fire button. But overall, it's a solid performing, feature-rich device, and I love this contoured shape of it. It feels really good in the hands to fire. So this one's full. I'm going to show you how to fill this real quick. I'm going to leave the 0.6 ohm coil. I have the 0.4 in the other one, and we'll compare the differences. No RBA section. This is more of a beginner setup for those beginners out there. And the liquid we're going to use some straight out the toaster. How about that? So we're going to fill from the top. All the way up. Push our tank down, open our airflow, give it a couple primer pulls, let the bubbles rise to the top, put this upside down for about 10 seconds as they recommended. I don't know why, but they say to do it. And you should be good to go. Whether you get the mod and the tank or the tank by itself, really, really sweet looking package from iJoy. They just keep getting better and better with what they're putting out there. Now the Solo Mini box, you can get black, white, red, or green. And for the tank, you can also get stainless steel or black in the kit. Now the Solo Mini does have 80 watts of power, and it uses the IWE-PAL chip, which has a slew of features. Like I said, watch the review. And that's all you pretty much need to know. So we're going to let these get saturated, and we're going to zoom back out. We're going to take them both for a vape. All right, let's zoom out. The up close. There you go. The Goodger up close and personal. I have both tanks right now loaded up with some liquid. Silver has the 40 watt maximum 0.6 ohm coil head in there, stainless steel, and this one has the 0.4 ohm, which is 60 watt max. This is at 60, and this is at 40. So there you go. We're going to vape them both. I'll let you know what I think. I'm going to start off with the airflow wide open on these and talk about airflow experience. So let's do 60 watts, airflow wide open. Little squeak for that ass. Clouds for days. We love them here on the Vapor Chronicles, and this has it. This is definitely a flavor tank, okay? Does it have good airflow? Yeah, it's good. Is it the airiest tank on the market? No, it's got a top flow design, so it's meant to not leak, and it's also meant to give you good airflow, but mostly it's all about the flavor, okay? So that was that one with max wide open. This is the 40 watt coil open. I have straight out the toaster in here, and I'm telling you, it's as good as it gets when it comes to flavor replication. The flavor on this thing is phenomenal. It's not too hot. It's got great vapor production. It's got smooth airflow. A little bit restrictive, but not at all tight. When I close it halfway, I think that's the perfect sweet spot. Not too tight, not too loose, and it smooths the airflow off even more. When I close it all the way, you can get a mouth to lung off of this. It's not a mouth to lung tank, but you can definitely mouth to lung on it. It's just a little, it's like a loose mouth to lung. The more powerful coil that's in here at a higher wattage, I've even brought it up. Well, if I go to taste control and I go to 110%, which is over 60 watts, it keeps up fine. What more can I say? It's wonderful. If you're looking for a nice little mod with a removable 18650 battery option, with temp control for nickel, titanium, stainless steel, with taste control for every coil option under the sun, the Solo Mini is a really nice package with this. I don't see the package available for sale yet, but as soon as I do, I'll put a link below for that. I'll also put a link below for these tanks, which is available right now. Price point wise, I've seen it anywhere from in the mid 20 range for the tank, which I think is fair. You can buy the coils separately. They come in packs of 5, and they're affordable also. Let's go over some pros and some cons real quick, and I'll finish up this review. I think it's a real sweet, nice looking package from iJoy. They keep raising the bar every time they come out with a new product. It's better than the one before it, and that is a sign of good things to come. Pros: flavor. Okay, really good flavor, like flavor pop flavor. Great vapor production. Okay, it's a very, very good vapor production. Easy to fill. That little rubber seal at the top is awesome. It creates a beautiful suction. The only thing you have to do is turn the tank upside down sometimes if you start getting gurgling. Just flip it over, put it on a napkin, it drains out the drip tip, and there's no more gurgling. I haven't had any gurgling with this one. With this one, I had a little bit, and I just tipped the tank over. I think it's if you fill it too high and then you push that air pressure down, it sort of pushes some liquid into your chimney, and then it gets stuck down at the bottom, and that's why it gurgles. Okay, there's no airflow from the bottom, so it can't drain out, and that's why it sits in there, so you have to flip it over. The build quality is wonderful. Okay, it's a beautifully built tank, beautiful threading, nice logo. Everything is just done very, very nice. It fits on most little mods. I like it a lot. No leaks. Okay, no leaks is a huge thing. This thing, you can let it sit, doesn't leak, doesn't drain out the bottom. There's nothing to open at the bottom for it to leak from, so it's wonderful. It's also really easy to use, clean, it comes apart. Everything is, separates, and you can clean it, change out your glass section. All that's good. Cons: no extra glass section. If you break it, you got to get another one. I don't know where to get it, but that's a problem. No RBA section option. I know this is a setup, this kit is more for the beginner or the intermediate vapor, but having an RBA section is nice for people that don't like to spend money replacing their coils all the time. Cotton is much cheaper. Also, I would like to have had different color little seals inside the tank. I like the pop of this orange, but having maybe different color options or a pack of options would have been nice. Now, as far as the name, the names that are sort of associated with GER would be Badger, Bigger, Bulger, Burger. Is it a combination of good and burger? That's where Goodger comes in? I don't think so. Nagger, Luger, Lugger, Tugger, Fogger. Good, Fogger. Goodger. Maybe. Anyway, it's a mystery. I'm sure we'll find out someday. Until that time, thanks for watching the Vapor Chronicles. I really appreciate your support. If you enjoy my cloudy content, click the button below and subscribe to my channel. You can also find me every single Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Vape Team channel on YouTube. I do a live show, 1-hour show every single week with Mike Vapes, Vape and Fagan, and myself. We do it live. All things vape, lots of fun. Check us out. You can also find me on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a private group for the Vape Team on Facebook. So that sums it up. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're interested, links below. I will see you really, really soon right here on the Vapor Chronicles. Oh, giveaway. If you want to win the giveaway, you have to comment below this video. And you have to comment what Goodger means. Okay? What does Goodger mean? What does it stand for? Where did they come up with the name? Okay, that's all you have to do. If you also want to have a win, watch the Vape Team. We're going to give one away on there. You can also join the closed Facebook group for the Vape Team on Facebook and have an option to win there too. All right, so lots of options, lots of prizes. I wish you all the best. You have to be 18 years old, and you are responsible to pay for shipping. I accept PayPal, and that's how you're going to pay for shipping if you win. So that's it. Best of luck, and I'll see you next time.